What is going on, guys? Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I'm Amanda, also known as Cake and Weights on Instagram. Just Instagram. But hi, I'm Amanda. Nice to have you here. Welcome. So today's topic is all about want to get into weightlifting, but you've been doing cardio your whole life. I know, I was there. I started getting into weightlifting more in 2011. So wow, like 10 years ago, crazy. So it can definitely be a hard transition because there's a lot of mind blocks that come with that transition. So I'm gonna go through some of those and also just, how to get started in general. So my first mind block that I personally had, and I know a lot of other people do have as well, is the calorie burn. So I used to think that I would burn so much more running on the treadmill for like an hour and then doing a weightlifting session. Like my Fitbit would tell me, you're burning so much more doing your running than when you're doing your weights. So I was like, well, what's the point of doing my weightlifting then if I'm burning so much more with cardio? Like, that just makes sense, right? But in reality, you may be burning more at the time of doing your cardio, but with weightlifting, your calorie burn actually stays elevated for 24 to 48 hours after your weightlifting session. So that's pretty freaking cool. That means that you're burning more after the fact, like after your workouts, where with cardio, for the most part, your calorie burn stops when you stop. So that's really awesome. But also, the other benefit with weightlifting and increasing your lean muscle mass is that as you do have more lean muscle mass, you burn more at rest for life as you maintain that muscle mass. So if I had never started weightlifting, like let's imagine a 2021 version of Amanda sitting right here who's never started weightlifting. This version, the one who did start weightlifting 10 years ago, is burning more than that version, just because I do have more muscle mass on me, which means that my resting metabolic rate is elevated, so I'm burning more at rest right now. So pretty cool. Definitely a good reason to get started, but it's also just really great for your health too. Helps with your bone density, helps decrease your risk for some serious diseases, heart disease, even some cancers. Increases your quality of life while increasing the longevity of your life. So it's not good if you're just increasing the longevity of your life but not doing anything to increase the quality of life that you're going to have too, because nobody wants to be sitting in a wheelchair not being able to do anything for the last 30 years of your life. What's the point of that? If you could actually be mobile until the last 5 years of your life because you did put in that work and increase that muscle mass and increased your quality of life throughout that process, yes, sign me up for that. And then getting into the next mental block, kind of struggle with transitioning into weight. So I know that I had this problem too, but I have so many clients that come to me and they do not understand how to rest in between sets. So that's definitely a struggle for a lot of us females, especially because we come from cardio where it's literally go, go, go. The longer they can go all at once, the better. Of course, if you're doing HIIT, then I guess that's kind of different. You go really hard and then you stop and then you go, well, you don't stop, but you slow down. So I guess think of weightlifting as HIIT in a way. So it can definitely be hard to, go into a workout program, see 1 minute rest time and you're like, what the heck am I supposed to do for 1 minute? Am I just supposed to stand here? Basically, yeah. So if you're going hard enough, then you are going to need that rest time. So basically, I always just recommend make sure that you're going super heavy, as heavy as you can be going, so that you do need to utilize that rest time. If I'm just lifting 5 pounds for 10 reps, I don't need rest time. I could just go, go, go. But then I'm also not optimizing my session, my time in the gym, because my muscles aren't really being challenged, So instead, I'll lift that 20, 25 pounds for 10 to 15 reps and then take a minute rest and then go again with that same process, or increase the weight if I need to. So yeah, so definitely I know that it's such a hard mindset, but if you're lifting heavy enough, it's not going to be the hard mindset because you're going to need that rest. Like you're going to feel spent. And if you're just going like bicep curls, bicep curls, bicep curls, like there's going to be a point where you just can't anymore. So yeah, so you'll need that rest. So yeah, just get over that mindset block and lift heavy. And also with that, you're not going to get bulky by lifting heavy, even with eating enough protein to build that muscle. Like, trust me, I'm trying to build muscle over here and it's hard. So yeah, you're not gonna accidentally become like Arnold Schwarzenegger, because first of all, he's pumped up on steroids, so that was definitely not an accident. But on top of that, men do have more testosterone, so they can get bulkier. We don't. We can only get so bulky, and it's really, actually, really hard to build tons of muscle mass. You really can't do that on accident. Yeah, that would definitely not be an accident, because I'm sitting over here, been trying for years and years and years to continue to increase my muscle mass, and it's hard. It's a challenge. So yeah, that's definitely not something you have to worry about. Another mindset block that a lot of people have, I feel like I definitely struggled with this too when I got started, was the lack of sweat and increase in heart rate. Yes, your heart rate will increase somewhat, and honestly on some days like leg day, it's going to be almost like higher or matching your cardio heart rate. But as that rest time comes, and it probably will go down, and then you're like kind of like, you know, and during some, it just kind of depends on like the temperature of the gym and stuff that you're working out in and like what you're doing. But sometimes on upper body days, you might not break a sweat at all, and that's okay. That does not mean that you're not working. Your sweat does not equal how hard you're working. So yeah, I know that when I do like my upper body days, yeah, sometimes I won't sweat at all. Leg days, usually I probably will, because that is almost cardio based. But yeah, you'll definitely start to feel that muscle burn and start to find that as your pushing factor instead of the sweat. So yeah, you'll still feel stuff to equate to this is a hard workout, and especially the next day, you will definitely be like, okay, that was a hard workout, I'm feeling it now. So yeah, always just wait 12 to 24 hours and you'll know what I'm talking about. With progress, so with progress while doing like cardio, it's probably going to be like faster, longer. Those are probably like your two. Like, I want to go faster, I want to go longer. Obviously, there's only so much. You're not going to continue to elongate your workouts with weightlifting, but how you're going to do it is you're going to implement progressive overload, which is going to be increasing the weights used, the reps or the sets, or a combination of them, to continue to challenge your muscles. So you do not need to confuse your muscles. You don't need to continue to do a different workout routine every single day. Now, throughout the week, you should have like 4 to 5, maybe 6, but probably 4 to 5 different workouts that you're doing. And there's different splits, and I'll probably have another video on that coming soon. But there's different splits that you can do so that you're working out your different muscle groups 4 to 5 times a week, and then those 4 to 5 workout routines will continue to be the same week after week for like at least 6 weeks, I would say is optimal, so you can utilize that progressive overload. So I know that there are some subscription programs out there that think that it's a lot like sexier and it sells better to have like, wow, you get 365 different workouts for the whole year. But that's really not actually optimal when we're talking about weightlifting. Cardio, sure, go ahead, switch that up every day if you want. But with weightlifting, implementing that progressive overload is actually a lot more effective than continuously switching it up. And let's be real, there's only so many effective effective exercises that you can do to create a different workout every single time. You know, you're going to really run out of those pretty soon, because there's only so many that will be effective in working and not too complicated. And that's the other thing. It kind of goes back to number 1 with the rest times. I think it was number 1. Nope, that was number 2. Going back to point number 2 with the rest times is I see a lot of subscription workout programs doing like huge combination sets. Like they're going from like a row to a tricep kickback up to a bicep curl, up to a shoulder press, and then let's just get a squat in there as well. Like, if you're using the same weight for all of those, and you're definitely not doing effectively, and your form's probably going to suffer if you're doing all of those in a row. So let's just dial it in, get back to the basics, do one exercise at a time to, you know, optimize the form there and utilize the weight to the best of your ability, because I can tell you that I can do a lot more weight with a row than I can with a tricep kickback, and I can do more weight with a bicep curl than I can with a shoulder press, and I can do a lot more weight with a squat than anything I can do upper body, you know. So it just doesn't make sense. You're really not optimizing your workout. It seems like you're utilizing your time real effectively because you're putting in all these workouts together, but at the end of the day, you're not actually working out all your muscles to the best of their ability when you do stuff like that. So I guess that's just a little rant there. And then my last point is how to even get started. So there are tons of free resources, obviously, here on YouTube or on Instagram. There are tons of free workouts you can follow. Just be careful to make sure that they are using proper form, and that if, you know, maybe you want to check out a few different variations of, or watch a few different videos of that, like, exercise that you know that it is good form, because, you know, somebody might be doing it this way and then somebody's doing it this way, but which one's right? So let's do some research here to get down to the nitty gritty of it. Or, of course, the other option would be to hire a coach who can come up with your personalized workout plans, even better, nutrition plans, and mindset, even better, teach you along the way so that you learn how to do everything on your own, which, wow, I just described my own coaching program here at Cake and Weights. But yeah, definitely making sure that that person has some sort of knowledge. If they don't have certifications, that's fine, but how did they come up with this? Did they do research? Did they do any courses? Did they do any certifications in the past? Or did they just lose 10 pounds 3 weeks ago or 3 months ago, and then they decided to become a coach, you know? Because you kind of want to have somebody that got some scientific education on their side, right? Which I do. So yeah, definitely here at Cake and Weights, I've gone through like tons of education myself. I've gone through certifications, my personal training certification, my fitness, nutrition, youth exercise, and corrective exercise. I've gone through courses that might not be accredited, but they definitely do help me expand my knowledge. I've gone to conventions with my personal training, ACSM. I've gone to conventions with them, 2 conventions so far, always a good time there. And I've done just so much like other research and continuing education on my own as well. So definitely over here we have the knowledge, and if you are interested in my one-on-one coaching program, what all that entails is you get a personalized workout plan sets customized to you, your goals, your schedule, and the equipment that you have available. So that's all customized to you. You get personalized macro goals, again, personalized to your goals and your body. So I'll teach you what macros are if you're new to that. So it's no worries if you're completely fresh, you don't know what the heck a macro is. Totally fine. I didn't either like 10 years ago. So I'm here to teach you that. And there's coursework along the way. So every week you get nutrition, fitness, mindset, worksheet, and video as well, so that you can learn along the way, all the way to within 12 weeks time, you learn the formula to find your macros, how to adjust your macros, how to create effective workout plans, all the things that you need to know about stress management, sleep, hydration, and all that good stuff that also affects your weight loss journey, your health journey in general. And then you do get one-on-one messenger access with me, so I'm your coach in your back pocket. You get the option to add monthly calls with me, team calls, team group chat. You get video demonstrations of the exercises, and also you can send me form videos to check, weekly check-ins with an extensive check-in form that goes over all your biofeedback markers like your stress, hunger hormones, hydration, caffeine intake, sleep, you know, the whole shebang. It's not as easy as, did you reach your goals? Did you lose weight? Did you, whatever your goals might be? did you follow the plan? Like there's so much more that might be going into that, so I don't want to miss anything there. So I go over all of that in the check-in process. And in the check-in process also, of course, there's like progress pictures and a little form so I know what macros you ate, what workouts you hit, basically if you are following the plan or what needs to be adjusted there, and I'll adjust that as needed. So if you're interested in that, I will have the link, the application link down below, and I would love to have you in, of course, with that application. You just fill it out and I will schedule a Zoom call with you just to make sure we are a good fit, because I don't want you investing anything into me besides the time for that one initial call. I don't want you investing anything into me and my program without, you know, feeling confident that we are a good fit and that I can get you to your goals. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that this inspired somebody to start a weightlifting routine, get off the treadmill 3 hours a day and step into the weight section, because I know it can be super scary, but definitely worth it, you guys. So thank you for watching and join me next time.